What up, y'all? It's your man D Real here, coming at you with another Ye Bombay flashback video. I know that sounds weird, Ye Bombay, meaning to stand fast, but we can't stand fast unless we know what we're standing fast on. Particular video I want to bring back to your attention, I did a few years ago. You could tell I almost even look younger, but it's about the Black Musketeers. And I remember talking about the Black Musketeers in, I think, a live or a video of some sort. And a lot of people didn't know what I was talking about. So a few years ago, I did a video called Does Anybody Remember the Black Musketeers? So let's see how much you remember. Musketeers, Black, Alexander Dumas. Yeah, that kind of stuff. But the Musketeers aren't exactly what you think. They are cousins of T'Challa's and members of the royal family. So you will see a few archetypes that took different shapes and forms, i.e., a really smart cousin. That smartness being absorbed into Shuri. And so we didn't have the scientific individual because that went to Shuri. But I'm not going to tie y'all up. I want y'all to get into this video. Tell me some things that you see in this video that you have seen come to pass, since everybody's like dubbing me this prophet type person. Check out the video. Tell me what you think about it. Drop it in the comments. Does anybody remember the Black Musketeers? I do. Peace. What up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? It's your man, D Real, and edutainment is what I do. Welcome to another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. Today, I'm going to be talking about some relatives of T'Challa, the Black Panther. And in case you didn't know, this is a boycott Black Panther 2 video. Boycott Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. At least that's what I'm calling it. Did we know that T'Challa, the Black Panther, has a plethora of cousins and relatives that are depicted in comics, yet none of them, none of them were depicted in the Black Panther movie. I want to focus on 4 people who are very prominent in Black Panther's life, 5 if you count the bad guy, and they are all in some way directly or indirectly related or associated with T'Challa himself. Kanata, Dr. Joshua Itobo, Zuni, and Ishnada, the Black Musketeers. Now, before I get off into what the Black Musketeers is about, let's do the usual. Comment, like, subscribe to the Be Real with D Real page so that you can get alerts when new stuff comes up. That's right, new stuff. And share these videos. You know what I'm saying? I try to be educational, and let's pass that knowledge on. If you're digging what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Now, on to the Black Musketeers. The Black Musketeers, that's an interesting name. Controversial even. But I wouldn't say it's too terrible because if you know your history, the man who wrote the 3 Musketeers, Alexander Dumas, was a Black man. Now, the Black Musketeers consisted of T'Challa's friends and cousins. They made their appearance, their one and only appearance together in a story arc that took place in Black Panther Volume 1, that's the Jack Kirby run, issues 8 through 10. T'Challa was out of Wakanda and he was trying to get back. Things are not as advanced as they are now, so it was actually a tough journey for T'Challa trying to get back to Wakanda from adventures he'd been on, dealing with Mr. Little and Zonda and King Solomon's Frog and and old samurai, and he had a lot of adventures in them Jack Kirby comics, and he was trying to get back to Wakanda because his cousin, no, I'm sorry, not his cousin, his half brother, Jakara, who was a general that was trying to muscle his way in. Why is it when T'Challa's gone, people feel like that is a great time to try to take the throne? Everybody does that, you know, from Achebe to Killmonger. But Jakara, he's one of many. Can't forget M'Baku in the comics. Everybody wants to usurp the throne when T'Challa ain't around. But anywho, Jakara wanted to usurp the throne. The Black Musketeers, as they are called together, thwarted him. But what ended up happening is Jakara ended up getting superhuman powers, being able to absorb vibranium and any other kind of energy directed at him. But the problem was he was unstable. And he got so powerful enough to where he potentially ran the risk of blowing up the earth entire. Yeah, comic books back in the 70s had those kind of ramifications too. And Jakara's story was retconned in Rise of the Black Panther, Volume 1, Number 5, in 2018. Similar story. He's mean, he's ungrateful, he wants to be in charge of Wakanda, and he ends up in much the same way getting these kind of powers where he turns into this big pink energy rock Hulk lava man Frankenstein. Here, just look at it. This is what Jakara looked like post-transformation. Yeah. So T'Challa's on his way back to Wakanda, but Jakarta's going ham. So who's left to stop him? The Black Musketeers. Kanata, Joshua, Zuni, and Ishanta. Now, Zuni, she's the oldest of the four, and she's a cousin of T'Challa. And her combat skills aren't what they used to be, but she's got enough skills to hold her own, as does Ishnada, who's a businessman by profession, and Dr. Joshua Itobo, who is, of course, as the name implies, a scientist. Dr. Joshua Itobo is also, later on in Panther mythos, responsible for creating a form of synthetic vibranium. Okay, and Kanata, of course, is a race car driver. Later on in the Jack Kirby run, he gets captured by Kyber the Cruel, and T'Challa has to go and rescue him. But anyway, the Black Musketeers acquitted themselves well in their defense of Wakanda against Jakara long enough for T'Challa to come back and save the day. Now, were we aware of the Black Musketeers? Did we know who the Black Musketeers were? It's these kinds of things, these kinds of characters. I mean, you had these characters that have been sitting around since 1978. Not plausible to put in a Black Panther movie? Come on now. Maybe not Jakara, or maybe not Jakara post-transformation, but we definitely could have mentioned Jakara as a cousin. We definitely could have mentioned Joshua Itobo, but we want Shuri to have all of the scientific intellect and know-how. That's why they kind of usurped it from T'Challa and made it sound like he had no scientific know-how in the movie. But I digress. These are very good characters who have just sat on a shelf for decades. Joshua Itobo, I believe, and Kanata are the only ones who made recurring appearances. Zuni and Ishnada, I don't think we've ever seen since. And if we have, again, minor roles. These are cousins of T'Challa, by proxy, members of the royal family. Don't they deserve some kind of mention? I don't know. We're making up characters called Njobu. Jobu. Remember Major League? Fuck you, Jobu. I do it myself. Okay. Enough of that. Did y'all enjoy learning about the Black Musketeers? Did you know about the Black Musketeers prior to this video? Drop it in the comments. And as always, comment, like, and subscribe to the Be Real with D-Real page, and I will continue to bring you material. And until then, y'all be good. Be good to each other.